Whenever I say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there, I see them yopo.
But the truth of the matter is that there's a billboard in town. The face must show.
Money. Onuya. Onuya machio.
There is a billboard in town. That face must show. Ghana is my priority.
Ghana for.
And West of Africa is my home.
Say they are president.
And Africa is my responsibility. Abandoning this, throwing away my divine call. I know myself better than you do.
Money.
You don't know me well.
Captain Smart, the
you hear things,
of morning shows.
You see things, and so many other things that you hear and you see about me. I can authoritatively tell you 99.999% of all the things that you hear about me or you see about me are nothing but lies. I am one person that I do not even know myself 100%. Because I carry metal and I carry stones. I carry sand and I carry water. It is difficult to know the mixture of these four. We have to save this country at all costs. And it would be a bash at my back.
But that is not my concern.
I cannot hold to survive if I do not quit to save this country.
But that is not my concern.
I cannot always stay in my comfort zone. I cannot always stay in my comfort zone.
Captain Smart.
Sitting on air, holding microphones, being mic'd is a comfort zone. I want a bigger and the biggest task. The greatest task to prove to the world that once again the black man is capable of managing his own affairs. Sir, okunimu yedin denara kunim hini ye franka west ni yen kunim di ni ye franka enyen sane eto no
Gwen.
Sir, okunimu yedin denara kunim hin ni ye franka yeri ko yenenim
Ajeta.
yeri ko yenenim
Ajeta.
yeri nsan ye chiarada yeri ko yenenim yeri ko yenenim kunini ye. You see, revolutions are brought about by men. By men who think as men of action and act as men of thought. Revolution or revolutions are brought about by men. By men who think as men of action and act as men of thoughts. I know it's very painful, but I can't help it.
Say they are president.
Because a state in the grip of neocolonialism is not master of its own destiny. The leaders we've had, they are sitting right in the midst of neocolonialism.
But that is not my concern.
And this is not anything good that can help us to master our destiny.
Money.
It is this factor which makes neocolonialism such a serious threat to the world of Ghana. The best way of learning is to be an independent sovereign state. Is to be an independent sovereign state. Ghana cannot. The left is not for us. The right is not for us. The front is against us. The back is against us. But we are sitting right in the middle, meaning that we are the people who can occasion the thinking of the four arms around us to make sure Ghana becomes a better place. I am not an African because I was born in Africa, but because Africa was born inside of me.
Say the entire president.
Sitting here this morning, I face neither the east nor west. I face forward. And I want you to go with me so that we can build a Ghana that we are all looking for.
The battle has ended.
The forces that unite us are intrinsic and greater than
Ghana.
The superimposed influences that keep us apart.
Ghana.
Let's look at that particular intrinsic forces that keep us together.
Ghana.
We cannot sit down and watch our gold go.
Ghana.
We cannot sit down and watch our diamond die.
Ghana.
We cannot sit down and watch our oil poured away.
Ghana.
And we cannot sit down and watch our lithium light other people's light.
Ghana.
Action without thought is empty.
Ghana.
Thought without action is blind.
Ghana.
Never before in history has such a sweeping favor for freedom expressed itself in great mass movements which are driving down the bastions of empire. This wind of change blowing through this country, as I have said before, is no ordinary wind. It is a raging hurricane against which the old order cannot stand. The great millions of Ghana and of the whole entire world have grown impatient of being hewers of wood and drawers of water, and are rebelling against the false belief that providence created
Captain
some to be menials of others.
of morning show.
Hence, the 21st century has become the century of colonial emancipation.
He is smart.
The century of continuing revolution,
Captain Smart.
which must finally witness the total liberation of Africa and Ghana from colonial rule and imperialist exploitation.
He is smart.
All the fair words spoken about freedom
Smart. The king.
by our current politicians that had been broadcast to the four corners of the earth took seed and grew where they had not been intended.
The battle
You are
has
poor,
ended.
I am poor. You are hungry, I am hungry.
Captain Smart.
No water, no road, no nothing.
Of morning shows.
We cannot sit down and again watch the perpetration of crime
Ghana.
to continue.
Ghana.
The world may not understand today. You may not understand today. But with passion and emotions,
Smart.
I want to sound this to you
Morning show.
that the face will show.
The battle has ended.
Before slavery was practiced in the New World,
Your beloved
there was
country
no special designation of Africans.
is free forever.
Travelers to this continent describe the inhabitants in their records with natural curiosity and examination to be expected of individuals coming from different environments. It was when slave trade and slavery began to develop ghastly proportions that made them the base of that capital accumulation which assisted the rise of Western industrialism. That a new attitude towards African emerged. Slavery in the Caribbean has been too narrowly identified with the man of color. But the man of color is supposed to have been our slave, rather. We sat down, we refused to think, and we allowed these people to take over our treasure. There are trees, but we still cannot find shade. There is gold, but we still cannot go. We have diamond, but we're still dying. That I cannot sit and allow it to go again. A racial twist has thereby been given to what is basically an economic phenomenon.
Ghana.
Slavery was not born
Ghana.
of racism. Rather, racism was the consequences of slavery.
Ghana.
I'm in the Pendream TV. Now, so far so good. Say open online portal e Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, Pendream TV.
Whenever I say my Pendream TV, Pendream TV there, I see them yopo.